for oxidizing agent, reducing agent. How to find the equivalent weight or N factor? Now in case of a oxidant or a reducing agent, equivalent weight again is equal to molecular weight upon N factor. Now this N factor corresponding to change in oxidation state per mole of a substance. Change in oxidation state. Okay. Otherwise, total number of electrons gained or lost per mole of a substance. It is always magnitude. It is always if the change is positive or negative, irrespective of the charge, only we have to take the magnitude. Okay. Change in oxidation state per mole of a substance. Now here, let's suppose oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent, what happens? It oxidizes other substance or it self reduces. Now in the reduction, what happens? It accepts electrons. How many number of electrons accepted per mole of a substance is the N factor for oxidizing agent. N factor for oxidizing agent. Let's suppose A X B Y. One substance is present. It will changes to some A plus. Here oxidation state of a element M. A is M and here element A is N in the product side. In oxidation what happens? In reduction what happens? It accepts electrons. That means oxidation number of product will always less than the reactant, because in the reactant side oxidation number will be very high. By accepting the electron, its oxidation number what happens? Decreases. Now here how to calculate the N factor? N factor always change in oxidation number. You see, generally change in oxidation number always taken from right side minus left side. Right side oxidation number N, left side oxidation number M. This is corresponding to one atom. But there are how many atoms of A? X atoms. So we have to take the total number of atoms. First of all you calculate the change for one atom into number of atoms in the 1 mole. In 1 mole, how many atoms of A will be present? X atoms. So we are taking for X atoms. Okay. Now, one important example we have. Potassium permanganate. The molecular formula KMnO4. In acidic medium, just wait. Now, in potassium permanganate, potassium oxidation number is +1 because it is a alkali metal. Oxidation number. Remember, whenever we are calculating the N factor, especially for oxidizing reducing substances, we have to practice the calculation of oxidation number. First of all, watch the oxidation number video. Then you come to N factor calculation. Okay. Now, oxidation number is -2. Then manganese oxidation number we have to find out. Okay. So manganese oxidation number become +7. How? Each oxide -2. So total -8. Here positive charge +1. So total charge will be sum of the positive charges and negative charges will be counterbalance for a neutral species. So manganese oxidation number is +7, or shall I write this is Mn O4 minus. This is a permanganate ion. What is this? Permanganate ion. Now, this permanganate ion, where potassium is a spectator, no need to write the potassium because there is no change in the oxidation state of potassium in reactant or in product. Okay. In potassium permanganate or permanganate, there are three different cases we have to study. Now, first case, acidic medium. If the reaction going in acidic condition, neutral or weakly basic condition, strongly basic condition. This is very important. So there are three different cases. I already told you the N factor depending upon the nature of the reaction. Same compound will have different N factors. That will depend upon the reaction condition. In acidic medium, potassium permanganate will reduce to manganese plus 2. Whereas in weakly basic medium, it will be reduced to plus 4. Whereas in strongly acidic medium, it will be reduced to plus 6. This is very important and we have to remember also. In most of the questions, the product manganese oxidation state will be mentioned. If it is not mentioned, so we have to identify in acidic medium manganese oxidation number changes from plus 7 to plus 2. In basic medium, strongly basic medium, plus 7 to plus 6. This plus 6 will be MnO4 minus 2. This is called manganate. This is permanganate. This will be permanganate where Mn plus 7. This will be manganate where Mn oxidation state will be plus 6. And it will be MnO2 manganese dioxide where Mn oxidation state is plus 4. Now tell me what is the change here? 2 minus 7? 2 minus 7, that is minus 5. Modulus of minus 5, 5. How many manganese atoms are there? Only 5. So here I am writing N factor is equal to what? 5. Here N factor is equal to what? 3. Here N factor is equal to what? Are you getting my point? Now, what is the KMnO4 molecular weight? That is 158. This is very important. Okay? So, in the most of the questions, atomic mass is given to you. Some of the atomic masses, we get the molar mass. Okay? Now, in three cases, in acidic medium, what is the equivalent weight of KMnO4? I have to find the equivalent mass of KMnO4 in an acidic medium. Equivalent weight is equal to what? Molecular weight by N factor. Okay? Molecular weight by N factor. Molecular weight 158 divided by N factor is 5. Now, in weakly basic or neutral medium, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by N factor. What is N factor here? 3. That is 158 by 3. So in questions, it is given like molecular weight by 5, molecular weight by 3, like that also. Where M is a molecular weight. What is the M? Molecular weight. In strongly basic medium, what is the equivalent weight? Equal to molecular weight, because N factor is 1. Remember, in organic chemistry, we know Bayer's reagent. What is the Bayer's reagent? Bayer's. This is the dilute cold alkaline KMnO4. The question will be asking like this also. Find the equivalent weight of Bayer's reagent. What is the equivalent weight of Bayer's reagent? Molecular weight by 3. What is the molecular weight here? 158 divided by 3. Okay? Here 158 divided by 5. Here molecular weight, equivalent weight, both are equal. So this is a very important oxidizing agent. That is a potassium permanganate. Once again, potassium permanganate. What is the oxidation state of manganese? Plus 7. This potassium permanganate in 3 different conditions will reduces in three different species. Here Mn plus 7 reduced to Mn plus 2. This is very important. Plus 7 to plus 2. This is very important in acidic condition. Weakly basic or neutral medium, Mn plus 7 reduced to Mn plus 4. This is very important. And strongly basic medium, Mn plus 7 reduced to Mn plus 6. In most of the questions, if you see in the redox reaction, maximum questions, acidic medium questions will be given to you. In acidic medium, what is the N factor for KMnO4? What is the N factor for KMnO4? 5. This is very important. Okay. Now, come to in acidic medium, KMnO4 acts as a strong oxidant and can oxidizes number 1 ferrous ion into ferric ion. In acidic medium, that is manganese plus 7 reduced to manganese plus 2. This is very important. That manganese plus 7 in acidic medium reduces iron plus 2 to iron plus 3. So what is the net reaction? Manganese, potassium permanganate oxidizes ferrous ion into ferric ion. This reaction occurring in which medium? This is very important. So in acidic medium, we have to know MnO4 minus will reduce to what? Mn plus 2. This is very important. Now come to calculation of N factor. Now manganese oxidation number is what? Plus 7. It will be reduced to plus 2. What is the change here? 5. How many manganese atoms are there? Only 1. 1 into 5? 5. So N factor is equal to 5. Come to iron. Iron changes 2 to 3. 2 to 3. So change is 1. Only for one iron atom. So N factor is 1. Now you can calculate the N factor for products also. How? Come to here. Manganese plus 2 will oxidize to plus 7. Again the change is 5. For 1 Mn, 1 into 5, 5. So N factor is equal to 5. Again iron plus 3 changes to iron plus 2. So change is 1. 1 atom. So N factor is equal to 1. Number 1. Number 2. KMnO4 oxidizes iodide ion into iodine. MnO4 minus oxidizes iodide ion into iodine and is itself reduced to Mn plus 2. Remember, this is very important. Once again I am telling, MnO4 minus always reduced to MnO4 minus always reduced to Mn plus 2. In which medium? Acidic medium. This is true. This is always true. Okay. Now come to N factor. Here what is the N factor here? 5, because plus 7 goes to plus 2. Now minus 1 goes to 0. Change is 1. Only one iodine atom, though N factor is 1. Now come to here. Plus 2 changes to plus 7. So change is 5 for 1 Mn. So 1 into 5, 5. Now come to here. 0 to minus 1 change is 1. But 2 iodine atoms are there. So we have to multiply number of atoms in one molecule. So N factor here 2. Okay. Next one more. Potassium permanganate oxidizes the oxalate into carbon dioxide. Oxalate को कैसे convert करेगा? Carbon dioxide. Now potassium permanganate, all these reactions in acidic medium oxidizes oxalate into what? Carbon dioxide. In which medium? Again acidic medium. Now tell me the N factor for each species. Now here Mn, what is the oxidation number? Plus 7. Plus 7 goes to plus 2. Change how much? 5. One atom is there, 1 into 5. So 5. So N factor is 5. Now come to here. What is the oxidation state of carbon? Is plus 3. Here oxidation state of carbon. That's why once again I am telling to you, go through detailedly the calculation of oxidation state. Once you know the calculation of oxidation state, then it will be very easy to calculate the N factor in the redox reaction. Okay. Now here 3 to 4 change is 1, but number of carbon atoms are 2. 1 into 2, 2. So N factor is equal to 2. Are you getting? Clear or not? Once again, plus 3 changes to plus 4, change is 1. One carbon atom change is 1. But in one mole, how many carbon atoms are there? 2. So we have to multiply the number of carbon atoms. Okay. Now come to here, n factor, it is known 5. Now come to here, carbon oxidation number plus 4. It is reduced to what? Plus 3. Change is what? 1. Remember, here how many carbon atoms are there? Only 1. Don't see in the product side. I mean, from here to there, it will be reactant, that will be product. Only in the reactant side we have to see number of atoms. Okay, only one atom is there. So here change 1 into number of atoms 1. So 1 into 1, that is 1. Okay. Now come to it oxidizes hydrogen sulfide to sulfur. Potassium permanganate or permanganate ion oxidizes hydrogen sulfide to sulfur in acidic medium. Okay. Now, what is the N factor for here? 5. Here also. Now, what is the oxidation state of sulfur? -2, because each hydrogen is +1. Now here sulfur is elementary state. Change how much? 2. Only one sulfur atom is there, so N factor is 2. Here also 0 to -2, change is 2. Only one sulfur atom is there, so N factor is equal to what? 2. N factor is equal to what? 2. Okay. Next. Sulfur dioxide oxidizes to sulfate ion. Now, here N factor is 5, we know. Here N factor is 5, we know. Now come to here. In SO2, what is the oxidation state of sulfur? +4. In SO4 -2, it will be +6. What is the change in oxidation number? 6. Per sulfur atom, only one sulfur atom, so N factor is equal to 2. Here also 6 to 4, change is 4, only one sulfur atom is there, so 1 into 2. 1 into 2. Next to stannous ion oxidized to stannic ion. Stannous ion oxidized to stannic ion. Potassium permanganate in acidic medium oxidizes stannous ion into stannic ion and is itself reduced to Mn+2. Okay. Now here N factor is what? 5, because change is 7 to 5, only one atom is there. Now here N factor is what? Change is 2, only one atom is there, so 1 into 2. Here change is 5, only one atom, 1 into 5. Here also change is 2, only one ion, so 1 into 2, that will be 2. Next, hydrogen peroxide. H2O2, potassium permanganate oxidizes hydrogen peroxide into elementary oxygen. Now come to, I am writing here equation. MnO4 minus oxidizes hydrogen peroxide into elementary oxygen. Remember, all these reactions are occurring in which medium? Acidic medium. Now, what is the N factor here? 5. What is the N factor here? 5. Now, what is the oxygen oxidation state? -1. Remember, it is a peroxide compound. We know the calculation of oxidation state. The hydrogen peroxide H2O2, here -1 oxidation number. Oxidation number is -1. The OO bond is called what? Peroxy bond. In peroxides, oxygen oxidation state is always -1. Remember, this is very important. Now, -1, it will be goes to what? 0. -1 to 0, change is 1. Only one oxygen, but here two oxygens are there. So 2 into 1, 2. So N factor is equal to what? 2. Now come to here. 0 to -1, change is 1. For one atom, change is 1. For two atom, change is 2. So ultimately, the final conclusion what we can expect here, potassium permanganate in acidic medium reduces manganese +7 into manganese +2. This is very important. Okay. Now, One more second important oxidizing substance is there. Potassium dichromate, K2Cr2O7. It is one of the important oxidizing agents. Okay. Now, in acidic medium, remember, potassium dichromate or dichromate ion reduced to chromium plus 3 ions. Reduced to chromium plus 3 ions. Okay. Now here, what is the N factor here? Chromium oxidation number is what? Plus 6. Plus 6 will changes to how much? Plus 3. So change will be 3 minus 6 modulus. Change will be what? 3. But in 1 mole, how many chromium atoms are there? 2 chromium atoms are there. That's why I am writing into 2. So 6 is the N factor. 6 is the N factor. Now, here chromiums are 2. No need to see the... Let's suppose here 3 moles is there, 6 moles is there. Don't go further. Because we are calculating N factor per mole of SPC. We are calculating N factor per mole of SPC. Because equivalent weight is equal to what? Molecular weight upon what? N factor. N factor always corresponding to molar mass. Molar mass always corresponding to per mole of SPC. Don't go the stoichiometry. Whatever the stoichiometry, don't see the stoichiometry. Okay? Only the thing is the number of atoms per mole of the substance is very important. Okay? Now, here N factor is 6. So it is a strong oxidant in acidic medium. Okay? It oxidizes other substances or itself reduces to chromium plus. This is very important. Chromium plus 6 will reduce to what? Chromium plus 3. This is the key reaction of the potassium dichromate in acidic condition. In which condition? Acidic condition. Okay? Same. Let's suppose ferrous ion get oxidized to ferric ion. So dichromate oxidizes ferrous ion into ferric ion is itself reduced to chromium plus 3. Are you getting my point? Now, calculation of N factor. What is the N factor here? 6. How? Plus 6 will changes to plus 3. Change will be 3. Per atom 3. 2 atom 6. Here 2, 2, 3. So N factor here 1. Now come to here N factor. Change will be what happens? Again 3. But number of chromium only 1. So N factor is 1 into 3. That is 3. Are you getting my point? Here chromium atoms are 2. But here chromium atoms or chromium ions are 1. Here N factor is 1. And remaining same situation. SO2 get oxidized to sulfate ion. Iodide ion get oxidized to iodine. Stannous ion get oxidized to stannic ion. Hydrogen peroxide oxidized to oxygen. Okay. Hydrogen sulfide get oxidized to sulfur. Remaining just like in KMNO for acidic medium, same reactions K2Cr2O7 in acidic medium. Okay. Now, let's see how to calculate the N factor or equivalent weight of a reducing agent. Reducing agent is that substance which reduces the other substance or which itself oxidizes. Okay. It is the substance which reduces other substance or itself oxidizes. dies. Let's suppose A, P, B, Q. One compound is there, it will changes to some A. Let's suppose oxidation state here X, oxidation state here Y. What is the reducing agent which easily undergoes oxidation? Oxidation means loss of electron. So definitely oxidation state of product will be greater than the oxidation state of A in the reactant side. Yes or no? Now, what is the N factor here? What is the N factor here? Again, change in oxidation number, that is RHS minus LHS. Now, how many atoms of A? P. So, I am writing P into X minus Y. P into X minus, X minus Y or Y minus X, whatever it may be, but only we have to take the magnitude. Okay? The best example we have oxalate. Oxalate is a good reducing agent. It oxidizes to carbon dioxide. It oxidizes to what? Carbon dioxide. No need to balance the equation. Okay. Now, what is the N factor of oxalate ion? Now, oxidation state of carbon in oxalate is +3, whereas in carbon dioxide it is +1. What is the change here? 4 minus 3, 1. But we have 2 carbon atoms are there, so N factor is 2. But come to in this situation, N factor we are taking only 1 because only 1 carbon is there. Change will be 1, number of carbon atoms will be 1, 1 into 1. Okay, that is 1. Okay, now one of the important another reducing agent is sodium thiosulfate, Na2S2O3. Its nickname is hypo. Its nickname is hypo. This is a very important question in volumetric analysis, especially estimation of iodine. Here what happens in sodium thiosulfate S2O3 minus 2 thiosulfate will get oxidized to tetrathionate S4O6 2 minus. This is tetrathionate. This is thiosulfate. This is a standard equation. Now, what is the oxidation state of sulfur here? +2. Here, what is the oxidation state of sulfur? 2.5. How the 2.5? Total, how many sulfur atoms are there? 4. 4 into each sulfur, let us suppose X plus each oxygen is -2 is equal to 6 into -2 is equal to net charge -2. So -12 goes to right side. 12 minus 2, 10. 4x is equal to 10. So x is equal to 10 by 4, 5 by 2. That will be 2.5. Now from here to here, what is the change will be there? 0.5 per sulfur atom. But there are 2 sulfur atoms are there. 2 into 0.5, that is 1. Here N factor of sodium thiosulfate is 1. Now come to here. 2.5 will changes to 2. Change will be 0.5 per sulfur atom. But per mole of thiosulfate, there are tetrathionate, there are 4 sulfur atoms are there. So 0.5 into 4, that will be 2. So this is the. Now here important question is estimation of iodine. In estimation of iodine reaction, hypo, how react with iodine? How hypo, how it react with iodine? This is a very important one. Now this is a hypo, sodium thiosulfate. This is iodine. This is iodide ion. And this is tetrathionate. This is a key reaction. Okay. Hypo reduces iodine into iodide ion. Itself oxidizes to tetrathionate. Now, what is the N factor for here? That will be 1. How? Oxidation number +2 changes to 2.5, change will be 0.5 per atom, 0.5, 2 atom, 0.5 into 2, that is 1. What is the N factor for iodine? Elementary state, oxidation state is 0, 0 to -1, change will be 1. But here 2 atoms are there, so 2 into 1, 2. Are you getting my pen? Come to this side, here N factor is equal to -1 to 0, change will be 1, only 1 is there, so N factor is 1. Here 2.5 changes to 2, change is 0.5 per sulfur 0.5. There are total 4 sulfur. 0.5 into 4, that will be 2. This is a very important equation. We will discuss in continuation problems. So estimation of iodine by using the HIPO. Estimation of iodine by using the HIPO. Are you getting my point? So reducing agent which easily undergoes oxidation or which reduces the other substance. Example, this is oxalate. What is this? Oxalate. Number 2, sodium thiosulfate. And one more reducing agent is there. Ferrous oxalate. Fe(C2O4). It will convert it to ferrous ion and carbon dioxide. Now, it is also important reducing agent. Now, iron oxidation number +2, here -2. So, iron will changes from +2 to +3. Okay. Now, oxalate will changes into, that means carbon oxidation number changes from +3 to +4. Okay. Now, here what happens? 2 atoms oxidation number, iron oxidation number changes and carbon also changes. So here N factor is equal to, what is the change in oxidation state of iron? 3 minus 2. Number of iron atoms only 1. Plus, here also change in oxidation state of carbon 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3. How many carbon atoms will be there here? 2 carbon atoms will be there. Okay. Now here 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2, here 1. Okay. Now come to 4 minus 3, 1. So 2 into 1, 2, 1 plus 2, 3. So this is the N factor for ferrous oxalate. Once again, ferrous Fe plus 2, here ferric. The change will be, what happens? 3 minus 2 per 1 iron atom. Plus, again there will be oxidation number changes. This change will be increased. In both the cases, oxidation number, what happens? Increase. That's why we are adding. Now, carbon 3, 4. So, change will be 1. Per atom is 1. 2 atoms will be 2. So, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. This is also one of the important reducing agent. Okay.